Ravens Nation, get ready, because what's being said about Lamar Jackson will surprise you. Since our QB1 joined the Ravens, he's been carrying the team, but are they finally recognizing how much he's been doing alone? The talk going around could change everything for Lamar's future and for our team. Is the team finally going to give him the help he desperately needs, or will we keep watching Lamar shine on his own? What comes next could be the key to getting the Ravens to the top, but the questions still remain. Will the team act fast enough? Stay with me until the end, because what comes next to define the future of our offense? Go Ravens! Let's be honest. Since Lamar Jackson arrived, he's been the main engine of the Ravens offense. He's the one who makes everything happen. Running, passing, escaping defenses, and creating incredible plays when the team needs it most. This news makes that crystal clear. Even after the playoff exit, one of the hottest topics was how Lamar's been doing all the heavy lifting alone. He's the heart of the team, but at the same time, all this pressure on him hasn't been ideal. The lack of an elite receiver, the guy who can win high-stakes battles or make a clutch catch, has always been a weakness of the Ravens' offense. The team has tried some options, like Rashad Bateman and Zay Flowers, but they've never found a true number one target for Lamar. This means Lamar often has to make magic with what he has, which is impressive but also overburdening for a quarterback who shouldn't be doing everything alone. With the tight financial situation and reduced cap space, it becomes even clearer that the solution isn't just Lamar working miracles all the time. The team needs to look ahead and understand that to get the best out of Lamar, they need to give him the right tool. He needs someone he can rely on in key moments. And that's exactly where the idea of acquiring DK Metcalf comes in. The thought of putting someone with such potential next to Lamar Jackson is, at the very least, exciting. But is this really possible? Will the Ravens act fast enough to give Lamar the help he needs? To better understand the impact of this potential trade, we need to dive into what it would mean to have an elite receiver like Metcalf on the team and how that would change Baltimore's offensive dynamic. This is the next crucial step for the team's future, and who knows, maybe the key to the success Lamar so richly deserves. Since Lamar Jackson's arrival, one of the most frequent criticisms has been the lack of an elite receiver on the team. This hasn't changed over the years. The team has never given Lamar that reliable target, the wide receiver who can make tough catches or change the game when it matters most. This kind of player is essential for any elite quarterback, but the Ravens simply haven't made the move to bring that reinforcement in, and it's directly impacting Lamar's performance. Even though the Ravens have tried in some season with players like Marquise Brown, and more recently Zay Flowers, none of these players have solidified themselves as the number one receiver Lamar truly needs. Of course, Lamar is incredibly talented, but even he can't carry all the weight on his own. Every great quarterback has a reliable target in moments of pressure, and Lamar is still waiting for that. The lack of a dominant player in the receiver position is a flaw that can't be ignored. When we talk about a true WR1, we're talking about someone like DK Metcalf. The Seahawks player is the type of athlete who can truly change the dynamics of any team's offense. He's physically imposing, fast, and has an incredible ability to make spectacular catches. If the Ravens manage to bring Metcalf in, the team's history with Lamar Jackson would change completely. He would finally have the target he desperately needs, which would elevate the offense to a whole new level. The question now is the Ravens ready to invest in someone like Metcalf? The team has a rare opportunity to add this kind of talent to the roster, and if they do, they could finally give Lamar the help he deserves. But for that to happen, the Ravens will have to be willing to pay the price. And the next step is figuring out how to make that happen, given their tight cap space. And that's where the next challenge lies. Financial negotiations that could be a barrier. Imagine Lamar Jackson on the field, throwing passes to DK Metcalf, one of the most dominant receivers in the NFL. This is the kind of scenario that makes any Ravens fan dream. The news makes it clear that the possibility of pairing these two together would be a gift for Lamar. With Metcalf's ability to win one-on-one battles and his explosiveness on long-range plays, he'd be the perfect fit for what Lamar needs most, a reliable and dangerous target. Lamar Jackson is an incredible playmaker, but like any quarterback, he needs someone he can trust in crucial moments. Metcalf would be exactly that player. He's strong, fast, and has an impressive reach. On top of that, his presence on the field would open up more options for Lamar, who could play with more confidence knowing that he has a receiver capable of catching even the toughest passes. Having a target like Metcalf alongside him would allow Lamar to be even more creative and effective in the air game. It's not just about Metcalf's ability, it's about the shift in mentality it would bring to the Ravens' offense. Since Lamar joined, the focus has been on running and controlling the clock, but with a caliber receiver like Metcalf, the team could really explore the passing game in a way it never has. He'd open up space for other players and put more pressure on opposing defenses, creating more opportunities for Lamar to shine. But is this scenario possible? Metcalf's price might be high, and the Ravens' cap space doesn't help much. The next big question will be, what is the Ravens willing to do to ensure this trade happens and brings a real reinforcement for Lamar? And that's where the money issue comes into play, which could be the biggest obstacle for this transaction. Well, we're past the halfway mark of the video, but I notice you haven't left a like yet. That's really important so that YouTube keeps recommending my content to you, and I can keep bringing you more. So go ahead and hit that like button. It's free and helps a lot. Thanks. Now let's continue. The idea of bringing in DK Metcalf is exciting, but the Ravens' financial reality could be a huge obstacle. The news makes it clear that Metcalf is asking for a contract of around $30 million per year, and the Ravens currently have just over $10 million available on the cap. To make this happen, the team would have to juggle cap space, possibly making cuts or restructuring contracts with other players. This is an easy task, and time is running out. Moreover, Seattle isn't just asking for money. They're also demanding draft pick, a first round and a third round pick. That's a steep price, especially for a team like the Ravens, who need reinforcements in several areas and can't afford to lose so many important draft picks. The team would have to consider whether it's worth spending these picks to strengthen the offense with Metcalf, or if it would be better to invest elsewhere, maybe focusing on other positions that also need attention. Given the value Seattle is asking for, it's possible that the Ravens will need to negotiate to reduce the cost of the trade. If the team offered a second-round pick and tried to secure a contract extension for Metcalf, this trade could become more feasible. This would strike a balance between paying a fair price and getting the necessary reinforcement. What's clear is that the Ravens can't afford to wait too long, as other teams may enter the race. The key to this negotiation will be the Ravens' willingness to make the necessary financial move to secure Metcalf. Now, everything boils down to a simple question. Will the team act fast enough to secure this crucial reinforcement, or will they miss the chance to give Lamar Jackson the help he needs? And that's where the final challenge comes in. How can the Ravens actually make this happen? The window of opportunity for the Ravens won't last forever. Lamar Jackson is in the prime of his career, and the team can't afford to wait any longer to build a squad that has the ability to compete on par with the NFL's powerhouses. The chance to bring in a player like DK Metcalf is rare. If the Ravens let this opportunity slip, they could be wasting one of the last chances to give Lamar the team he deserves to finally achieve the long-awaited success. If the team acts now and manages to make this trade happen, they could finally give Lamar the support he needs. This would not only elevate Baltimore's offense to a new level, but would also ensure that Lamar has the right tools to take the Ravens to the playoffs and, who knows, maybe even win the coveted title. But if the team hesitates, other contenders like the Chiefs might join the race and snatch Metcalf, leaving the Ravens once again without the reinforcements they desperately need. Moreover, time is running out. Free agency is just around the corner, and every move counts. If the Ravens wait too long, they could end up in a situation where their options are gone, and Lamar Jackson will be forced to keep carrying the team alone. That's not fair to him, and we all know that. The time to act is now, and the decision the team makes in the coming days could define the future of Baltimore's offense. Now it's up to the Ravens. They have the chance to improve the team and give Lamar Jackson the help he deserves. Or will they continue waiting for a change that never comes? The answer to that question will shape the future of the team. Now, with everything we've discussed, it's clear. Lamar Jackson has been the true pillar of the Ravens' offense, but he can't keep carrying this team alone. The need for an elite receiver, like DK Metcalf, is more than evident, and bringing in that reinforcement will be a huge step forward for Lamar and the team. The real question is, will the Ravens act fast enough to give Lamar the help he deserves, or will they let this chance slip away? If you also believe it's time to give Lamar the missing piece, share your thoughts in the comments and show that we're all in this together. We can't let a wrong decision affect the future of our offense. Until next time, Ravens Nation.